Sometimes I get accused of being sarcastic because of my sense of humor, but in reality, I really mean what I say.
Are you serious?
Klevgrand has released a great new collection of electric pianos called ElPiano, and I really like the team at Klevgrand. They have a good sense of humor, and they're very creative, and there's always something innovative in their new products. In ElPiano, you get 10 different electric pianos combined with 5 different cabinets. And there's a whole lot of other features as well. When I first open ElPiano, it comes up with the default electric keyboard called Go Town. You'll see here it shows all 10. So I just recorded me playing poorly. Let's just leave everything the way it is. We won't play around with the effects or the EQ or all the settings and the cabinets. We're just going to go to the next instrument so you can hear if it sounds any different. So here's, say, Silky Way. Not much difference. Sounds kind of subtle. Let's hear Unicorny. Okay, on that one you can hear the tines a little bit more. It's a bit more Rhodes arbor. It's a bit softer, slightly different. You'll notice for each one I haven't changed the preset. The preset I'm using is still this vintage soft. Of course, the presets are related not just to the settings and parameters, but also the particular instrument that you choose. Dig-a-log FM. There's a good description of every model of piano that's included. I'm not going to go through every single one. You can go to the website if you want and read the descriptions. They're pretty good. Let's take a look at some of the controls, and they're the same for every instrument. And I'll confess, for this one, chord progression that I'm using, I actually created in Scalar 3. We'll just use that same chord progression over and over again. I'm choosing the preset Suitcase Rig. And you've got some effects to the right here. You can turn on the reverb. There's a room setting and a delay. On the reverb, if it's on, you can select different types of reverb. Normal, warm, cool. And there's further controls that will limit the width of that reverb. You can apply the reverb a more narrow frequency range, and it does have pre-delay. So let's turn this up a bit, and we'll turn the other off so you can just hear the reverb. Instead of reverb, you've got room, and there's different types of rooms. And you have delay. You've got another set of controls, feedback, the time of the delay, the width, and the cutoff frequency. In the middle section, you've got standard things like EQ, bass, treble, and drive. And something unusual is you can choose different style cabinets. Size of the cabinet and the tone of the cabinet are going to affect the impact of the sound. Let's just back off the bass a little bit, increase the drive. Let's go back to more of a small cabinet, less drive, a little bit more bass, and down at the bottom you've got 4 slots for different types of effects here as well. There's a chorus, a phaser, a tremolo, and a vibrato. You could think of these as the stomp pedals that a lot of people would attach to a Rhodes or a Wurlitzer to get their unique sound. Turn on the chorus, turn off the tremolo. So you could see with the chorus, I was playing around with the amplitude and the width. Same applies to the phaser and the tremolo. Let's turn off the chorus, go back to the tremolo. See, you can control the frequencies, the width, and the shape itself. And then on vibrato, I'm going to choose vibrato over the tremolo. Same type of thing. To the left, you've got some settings, like the screen size. You can resize the screen. The standard tuning, I've got it set to 440. The master tuning for the keyboard, and the key map weight. A lot to do with the feel of playing the keyboard. And just looking at the presets, here's Ronald Pagan, another example of the humor built into the Klevgrand developers. I think ElPiano is for serious musicians who make serious music.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Oh my God, are you serious?
Often with electric pianos, it's easy to just take the default that came in your DAW and not think about the quality or the flexibility. But if you dive into ElPiano, you can bring your electric piano to a higher level. And the timing of this release is great. A few months ago, I did a video on 20 different acoustic pianos with a head-to-head comparison. If you're interested, click on the link above or look for the link in the description. Let's go through some of the presets. One of the things you'll notice is that as you go through them, it changes which one of the 10 electric pianos are being used. So if I just scroll through here, you'll see it changes. Right? And let's look at some of the experimental ones. And for the record, I'm far more cynical than I am sarcastic, like Diogenes, the Greek that slept in a jar or a pot out in the street with the dogs, because he felt the dogs were more honest. Now, if you think it's time to have better electric pianos in your productions, there is an affiliate link in the description, and I do make a small commission if you happen to buy it. If you found this video useful or insightful, click on the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. Add comments or ask questions. I always answer them all, and I really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.